Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived a little mouse of great distinction and glorious reputation by the name of Lady Mary.
Hello!
Lady Mary lived with her two brothers.
Hello, sirs. Hello.
Now, Lady Mary was pretty, Lady Mary was fair, and she had more lovers than she could count on her little hands. Quite. The most elegant and charming of all her admirers was Mr. Fox.
Oh, he's hot.
Mr. Fox was certainly a charmer. He told Lady Mary of his huge castle on the outskirts of the village.
Ooh.
Mr. Fox proposed to Lady Mary and she accepted. He gave her an enormous ring. They would soon be married. Mr. Fox told Lady Mary he had to leave town on an urgent business trip where thorny issues of importance would be discussed, and that they would marry upon his return. Lady Mary was very excited at the prospect of marrying Mr. Fox, for he surely was the most handsome mouse for miles around. But one problem troubled Lady Mary. Mr. Fox had refused to let her visit his castle. Lady Mary, however, was an inquisitive type and was desperate to see her new home to be. When Mr. Fox was safely out of town, Lady Mary decided she would find his castle. She said goodbye to her brothers.
Au revoir, boys. Toodle-pip, old gull.
Lady Mary walked and walked and walked and walked. She got a little lost, but fortunately she had her A to Z to refer to. After some time, she found herself in a deep, dark wood. Then, through a clearing, she saw Mr. Fox's castle. Lady Mary was indeed brave, and as she approached the castle gate, she noticed above it a queer inscription which read, "Be bold, be bold." Lady Mary thought this to be very odd indeed, but being of a plucky disposition, she continued on her mission. Once inside, Lady Mary had a good look around at her new home. She was very excited about the prospect of redecorating. Debonair Mr. Fox may have been, but she wasn't too keen on his taste in interior decor. The house was very strange, and Lady Mary had a feeling she was being watched. At that moment, Lady Mary found herself by a door. Above the door was inscribed, "Be bold, be bold, but not too bold." Again, this puzzled Lady Mary, but she was not one to be put off, and so through the door she went. On the other side of the door was a mysterious staircase. Lady Mary was desperate to know what was at the top, so up she went.
How come?
At the top of the stairs was a chamber door. Above the door another inscription read, "Be bold, but not too bold, lest your heart's blood should run cold." Lady Mary tried to open the door, but it was locked. She found this most tiresome. Then she noticed a keyhole. Slowly she lowered herself and looked through. And what did she see? A bloody chamber filled with Mr. Fox's dead brides! What a hideous sight! Poor Lady Mary could not believe her eyes. This is what Mr. Fox had in store for her.
How horrid.
Quite. Suddenly she heard a noise. It was the castle gate. It must be Mr. Fox returning. Lady Mary was overcome with fright. What was she to do? She had to escape, or it would be the end for her. Away she ran from the hideous bloody chamber, down the dark stairs. She heard Mr. Fox outside the door, so she hid behind 2 barrels just in the nick of time. Mr. Fox appeared, dragging his latest bride behind him. The poor creature was dead and bound for the bloody chamber. Mr. Fox noticed his dead bride's wedding ring. He tried to remove the ring, but it would not budge. Mr. Fox drew out his sword and cut the poor lady's hand off. The little severed hand flew through the air, where it landed in Lady Mary's lap. Lady Mary couldn't help but emit a tiny scream.
Ooh!
Fortunately, Mr. Fox did not hear her. Mr. Fox did not bother looking for the missing hand, and on he went, dragging his unfortunate bride to the bloody chamber. As soon as he was gone, Lady Mary slipped the severed hand into her blouse, and she ran. She ran through the door with the inscription, be bold, but not too bold. Through the house she ran, out of the castle gate with the inscription, be bold, she ran, and through the spooky forest she ran until she was safe at home with her brothers.
Welcome home, dearie. You find it? Yeah.
The next day, Lady Mary prepared herself for the wedding. She put on a beautiful gown and set off to meet Mr. Fox, as is the tradition on one's wedding day. Over breakfast, Mr. Fox exclaimed how pale Lady Mary was. Lady Mary explained that she had had a fearsome nightmare. Lady Mary told Mr. Fox how she had dreamt that she found his castle, and how she had gone through a gate with the inscription, be bold, be bold. Mr. Fox remarked that this was very strange. Lady Mary then continued her story of how she had gone through another door and up a staircase until she had found herself by a chamber door which bore the inscription, be bold, but not too bold, lest your heart's blood should run cold. Then she told him of how she had peeped through the keyhole only to be confronted by a monstrous vision of corpse brides. Well, Mr. Fox looked clearly shaken, but Lady Mary bravely continued. She told him of how she had seen him dragging his dead bride, and when he could not remove her wedding ring, of how he had cut off the poor lady's hand, slung it aside, and how it had then landed in her lap. Mr. Fox looked ashen-faced as he cried, "But it was not so, and God forbid it should be so." On this note, Lady Mary pulled out the severed hand and cried,
But it was so, and is so, and here's the hand and ring I have to show, you filthy bounder. How very dare you, sir?
At this revelation, Lady Mary's brothers drew out their swords and cut off Mr. Fox's head. For so served him right. And then they had a fashion show.